Hello guys, so today I'm gonna give you the general idea, the general overview of the strategies you have when playing Atlantean. So basically I'm gonna divide this group into two, so either in 1v1 matches or 3v3 matches, right? So the first strategy I will talk to you about, I uploaded at least one video, so I will put the links of all the videos of each strategy so that you go check them out. It's a typical rush. Okay, so how to rush with Atlantean. So for the rush, you normally do the Urano rush. Urano is great because he has like faster units. So if you do the Turma there, you can get in and out very fast and the enemy won't be able to catch your Turma, so you'll probably get not a lot of downs if you manage it properly. And then you can do the same rush with Kronos. So Kronos doesn't have this advantage of the fast units, but you can teleport buildings just next to the enemy, so as soon as they come out, they are already fighting, right? So okay, and of course you can do all strategies with all gods, but I don't really see a reason why you would like to do this with Gaia. So that takes me to the next strategy, right? That I'm gonna call it the two town center boom. Yeah. So this strategy, of course, I love to do it with Gaia. It's my favorite strategy when playing 1v1, and it's normally for booming. Again, Gaia is strong against booming, so it's very nice to do this strategy with Gaia. And again, I don't see really the reason why you will play with one of these two gods if you're actually doing the boom of Gaia, right? So this is how I actually will put it, the 1v1 matches. So you have, if you want to rush one of these gods, and if you want to boom Gaia. If you want to do something like in between or maybe adapt in the middle, you probably can use Kronos here. But this is how I normally play 1v1 matches. Now, the last strategy I will talk to you about is the two town center, but before classic. This is a strategy where you first build a town center before going to the next age. Now, this I normally play it with Gaia, right? But in 1v1 matches, I don't recommend this strategy because against decent players, or if at least if you're expecting to get raid, it's very difficult to pull it out. Like, even if you do manage to get your second TC, your army will come very, very late and you may lose it. So this strategy is very good. I love to do it in 3v3 matches, right? Like in 3v3, you normally don't get that much raid, and so you can do this, and you have such a strong economy. You will totally destroy your enemy. I've seen this done with 19 plus players. I use it when I play with a really good high rank players. Like if I'm playing a game where everybody is 18 plus, I use this strategy. It works very, very well. Now, of course, if you want to be more like secure, you can do again this strategy, this two town center boom. This will just prevent, like if you're playing against Loki, for instance, and they start raiding, even if it's a 3v3 match, they start raiding on the beginning, you can hold and you will have a very decent economy anyway. Now, in generally, what I see in 1v1 and 3v3 matches is that 1v1 rush is very important, and sometimes the player rushing wins. That's like most cases I've seen. The most aggressive god actually wins, whereas in 3v3 it's not usually the case. Like the booming works much better. Like if you rush in 3v3, either you rush the three opponents at the same time, so you don't really harm anyone, or you rush one, but then the friends can help him. So unless you decide like, okay, the three of us, we're gonna rush and we're gonna rush one, that's something that really works. But if you're like some planes booming, other rushing, doesn't really work in my experience. So in 1v1, I will stay in these two boxes, and in 3v3, I will stay in these two, right? Now, something that I like to do a lot, and really love it, is use this strategy, but with Kronos. The strategy is very similar. I will also upload a video. The only difference is that you don't do the granary upgrades from the beginning. you just wait till your advancing age. But the good thing about this is that in 3v3 matches, the map, obviously, it's bigger, right? It's really, really big. Now, Kronos has a lot of map control because they can teleport buildings. And so if you're in the middle, for instance, you can just teleport your military buildings to the two fronts of your allies, the two borders, and then just create the army where you see fit. Also in the last age, you can teleport your army, and that's also very, very powerful for a last age to have map control. So even though this booming works better with Gaia, of course, because of the economy upgrades, you can have a lot of map control with Kronos, and mostly if you're playing with newbies, kind of like if you're best than your allies or above average, like I don't know, you're playing with a friend that never played before and whatever, you can really do a lot of support with playing Kronos. Like to be honest, I think I actually prefer this strategy with Kronos just because of that. If you manage to get this profit from building, teleportation and stuff, it's really, really huge. Plus, you may be pop blocked, but then if you want to support your army but you're very, very still, like you cannot move your army away because you're loose, then you can start teleporting buildings to your ally, or just teleport building to your front so that you can then in the fourth age teleport your army, and the enemy won't be able to take back because you're already full of castles and towers and everything. So if you do manage to get the teleporting building profit, Kronos is a very, very strong unit. You may have something similar with Uranus, with the Wonderworld Passage. In theory, that looks quite good, but I never really managed to pull it off. So my strategy, this is why I don't like Uranus really much. Like in 1v1 matches, you'll either do one of these, Rush or the Boom with Gaia. My favorite is playing Gaia in 1v1, and in 3v3 you will normally don't do Rush, but do a Boom with Gaia or Kronos, and my favorite here is Kronos. So well, that's my personal opinion on the different strategies you have playing Atlantean. Bear in mind that this is like these three strategies is like into 5 minutes. I'm not saying it's the only thing you can do. Maybe there is like a fast heroic whatever that is not Rush, not a second TC, but just fast heroic, I don't know, Behemoth Rush or something like that. For sure it exists, but this is like the three more classic starts. And I'm not saying that if you boom, like maybe you advance at 5, like at 6 minutes 6, and then you create army and you rush a lot in 6 minutes, or maybe you continue to fast heroic. Like from here you have many options, and again from here as well. So this is just the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes tops. Then you can just keep changing there. So I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe if you like it, and